Hey lovely people, Paul Phoenix coming at you today with a brand new video. So, Friday the 13th the game has pretty much released all the Jasons. We have Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, Part 9 and Savini Jason. And Uber Jason from Jason X is upcoming. We know that it would be a bit silly having Kid Jason running around Crystal Lake killing people because it just wouldn't make any sense. But we do have his lovely little cute model in the virtual cabin. There is Pamela Voorhees from the original Friday the 13th. But what you got to realise is, guys, is that if they do make Pamela Voorhees, not only do they have to make a new model, but they would have to make a complete set of animations for her. I mean, obviously, because she doesn't walk like Jason, she doesn't run like Jason, door opening, window smashing, anything. And also, yeah, it's pretty clear that Pamela Voorhees isn't going to punch someone's head off their shoulders. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, yeah, of course, yeah, we're going to have Pamela Voorhees. Problem is, as we've seen, the devs are a little thrifty. They do like to save the pennies. And the proof of this is Roy Burns. Because a lot of people are already taking the piss saying, why is Roy punching people's heads off their shoulders? Or, snapping people in half or ripping people's arms off? Like, it doesn't make any sense. No, it literally makes zero sense. Roy can't do any of that stuff. He might be a strong, angry man who wants to avenge his son's death, but that still doesn't change the fact that he's still, he's a normal person. He's not like Jason. But the devs were able to just, as usual, as for every single Jason they make, they just use the exact same rig, which already has a just wealth, of animations to use. And they just slap a new model over the top of it and bam, you've got a new Jason. And that's all they did for Roy. They just did the exact same thing. They just made new model, boom, that's it. There's already a load of animations. It's very inconsistent, but it saves a lot of time and it saves money. So that's what they did. I mean, it's not exactly good, but at the same time, you don't really know what the Friday the 13th the game bank balance is. So that literally leaves one last Jason that they can make, and that is pre-Uber Jason from Jason X. Personally, I love the way Kane Hodder looks in that movie because, I don't know, he just looks rad. I just love the hockey mask, and I don't know, he looks cool. And also, I've always got a soft spot for Jason X, as it was the first Friday the 13th movie I saw at the cinema. So I think weighing all that up, guys, I think it's pretty obvious that after Uber Jason, if they do another Jason model, it will most likely be pre-Uber Jason, because, well, why wouldn't they? I mean, they've made all the other Jasons, why wouldn't they make that Jason? It would be ridiculous having a Jason there that they can use, and they don't. It wouldn't make any sense. And before I have loads of people emailing me saying, what about Freddy vs. Jason and the reboot Jason? I would have thought this would have become common knowledge by now, due to the popularity of Friday the 13th the game. But there are a lot of people that still don't really understand the fact that Friday the 13th the game does not have any copyrights to Freddy vs. Jason or 2009's Friday the 13th reboot. They don't have them. In a lot of ways, it's kind of sad because you think, so there is literally only one Jason left that they can make, which is pre-Uber Jason. Then after that, there's only one other killer they can make, which is Pamela Voorhees. But again, as I've explained, the devs do like to be kind of thrifty with making the killers and the characters in general. So, yeah, you could probably see that they don't really want to have to shell out to get an actress to have to act out all the mocap for Pamela. I think after Uber Jason comes out, if they do make pre-Uber Jason, which I can't see why they wouldn't, I think they would probably go for more custom Jasons, like Savini Jason. I personally would love to see Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash's Jason. But again, copyright, But in case you don't know what that is, Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash is a kind of sequel comic book in which basically they throw Ash into Freddy vs. Jason. It's basically what Freddy vs. Jason 2 was supposed to be, but it just never happened because I think Sam Raimi didn't want to lend the Evil Dead rights to Friday the 13th, or I don't know, some shit like that. It's a shame because it would have been friggin' hilarious. And I think it's the second Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash set of comic books where Jason literally loses the whole bottom half of his mask, and so imagine Jason just literally, like, you could just see his like teeth and stuff, and it just, I don't know, it just looked really cool. I've actually seen replicas of this mask made, and people have got like busts and stuff on eBay, and it is very cool. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. As usual, take care of yourselves, stay out of trouble, and I will see you in the next video.